Hey, what's going on, guys? Oh yeah, so it's been a pretty easy morning here in the market. You know, probably blame it on the fact that we chose the right stocks, right? So I took three trades right out the gate. I lost $10 on, I believe it was SEAC, SAEX, SAEX,
Okay.
and lost another $5 on another trade. So pretty much with the commissions and the small losses, that would probably total up to about $30 that I lost, and then I was able to make back $190 on PECK. So was able to make that back on a stock that was experiencing high volume. High volume, high momentum for sure. And I bought it out of the first halt at 5, or I believe it was $6, and sold into the move up to the second halt, and then I added just before the second halt and bought right out of the second halt. So that was probably more aggressive style trading. However, I took way less share size today. I was looking at my stats and my performance over the last week, and although every day was a green day and I was profitable, I've been profitable now for 9 days consecutively. Although that was the case, there was a decline in profits over the amount of trades I take per day and my profit loss ratio. So I was accurate anywhere between 60 and 68%. And I thought I would get that up to about 70%, but the profit loss ratio was really what I was concerned about. So I went back into the stats, and I noticed that when I take bigger share size, especially when I double up, I go into an emotional state where I'm not really at my best cognitive level. So I just decided to have everything today. I just traded with 100 shares per trade. And it was great because I wasn't as nervous about losing 30 cents on 100 shares. So that's $30. I can have 3 losers, and then I stop for the day. I'm out because I'm clearly not trading the right way. I'm not correct, so I have no business trading. Or I can get my 30 cents per share 3 times, and I'm up $100 for the day. So that did end up being the case, and I had better emotions. I could actually realize the trades better and get better resolution out of it. So yeah, I was able to let the trades play out and to really just realize the way it wanted to, and that way I was fortunate to have a nice little day. With half my share size, I was able to secure $180 for the day. So overall, I'm happy about that. It took about 20 minutes to realize those profits, and usually I would trade for about 30 minutes to an hour per day. So yesterday I only realized $40 for the day, and I traded for over an hour. So I don't like $40 per hour. That's just not good enough. And today was almost $200 for 20 minutes. So I'll take that. So that's pretty much that, guys. I will do the recap here so you'll see exactly the stocks I traded and where I bought and sold. And yeah, I hope you have a good one, and talk to you soon. Remember to stay zen. Long story short, I am up $174.18 for the morning, and I traded about 25 minutes. So I traded for 25 minutes this morning, and I started on a couple stocks, SAEX and ATIF. So those ones were losses. I lost $10 on SAEX and ATIF, and then I was able to make $190 on PECK. So that one actually got halted moving up, so we had a lot of momentum there. I'll just go over what I was looking at here, and then I'll also cover something else here on the TQQQs. And actually, funny enough, I'm seeing a setup right now that just like I didn't see this one coming, so I'm probably gonna stay out of that one. But I hit my profit target for the day, so let's just focus on this recap. I feel like I want to jump into that, but we won't do it. Let's just have discipline and take the profits for the day. So yeah, $174 total profit for the day. Here you can see the profits and losses here on the screen as well, right up here. And yeah, basically, so what happened here on PECK, if you look right here in this spot, you'll see we were looking on the 1 minute chart for, actually I didn't even trade on the chart today. I was just trading purely on level 2. I'm glad I didn't, because I would have messed up. I just noticed my chart was on 5 minute. I didn't even have it on the 1 minute. So I was purely trading off level 2. Thank goodness I learned that skill, because it's absolutely a requisite when you're gonna do day trading or high speed, high momentum trades with hotkeys. And yeah, just to kind of show you what I did here, and I'm just gonna make it super quick today. I don't want to keep this video too long. So I bought SAEX right out of the open. I bought 100 shares at $3.08, and I sold it at $3.05. That was the the $10 loss there. Yeah, pretty much a 9-cent loss. It's weird because it says I lost more on that, and whatever, it's $10. So then I bought ATIF at about 9:30 as well. So within 1 minute, I was in and out of 2 stocks. I bought at 3.47 and sold at 3.42. So 5-cent loss on 100 shares there, and that was also a $5 loss. So it was small. It was $15, probably not even a big deal. So I just didn't get into that. I just focused on the next one, and basically what ended up happening was PECK was on our pre-market watch list. And like I mentioned, once my account gets over $2,000, I'll do a live pre-market breakdown in the mornings before the market opens here in America, which would be about 3:30 p.m. in South Africa, and that would be 9:30 a.m. in New York and Florida, the East Coast, and in the West Coast that'll be 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. So I will do that, but I need this account to get over $2,000. I started it with $510, and it went down to $780 on my first day of trading, and then I ended up getting it back over $500 to get the leverage, and it is now at about $1,000. So within the last 8 days, I was able to get 100% growth on the account, which is cool, and I am happy with today's trades. I got my profit target that I set, of $100, and it is all good. So when you look at PECK right here, right, I'm just going to go over this. I bought it at 9:40, so it was past the 9:35 mark when I become a little bit more aggressive. But because I set myself in a place where I couldn't trade more than 200 shares, I said I'm just going to trade 100 shares so I can feel the emotional clarity, and it was a good decision. I did, however, buy 174 shares right when I saw it moving big time. So I was like, I'm going to make up for the $15 I just lost. And that was the one time I did it. So, but it was good. I bought it at $7.54 at 940. So here it is, 940. I bought it at $7.54. So I bought it right at this level that I set for myself around here. Got filled at 54, and it got halted. So it got halted, and I sold that at $8.41. I sold it right around this area here. So really cool. It pushed up, and then at this point it was about to get halted again. So I said, you know what, now I'm going to stick to my rules. I bought another 100 shares at $8.23, around right here at $8.23, as it pushed up, and it pushed up and got halted again, and then it opened higher at about the $9 area. I sold at that 100 shares at $8.60. So it was a 37 cent. Actually, it was a 39 cent. Let me see here, 60, 30. Yeah, 37 cents on 100 shares. So it was $40. That put me up in the profit for the day there, and then I said, okay, cool, now I'm just gonna stab at it. So I bought again at $7.85, sold at $8.13 on 50 shares, and I did it again. I bought at $8 and it actually chopped me out. I sold at $7.80, so that was a 20-cent loss on my last attempt on it at $9.55 with 50 shares. So it was nothing. It was $4 that I gave back, but it's cool. I got out quick and it was a good move. So that was pretty much that. Now, what I do every day after I go over my trades and I got everything set up and good to go and we're done with the trading session, I usually go in and let me double check here. Traded peg today. That's the one. Yeah. I usually log my trades, and it looks like this. So all my trades are here. You know, the date, the time, the name, the share size, and then the price where I bought and where I sold. And then I go into Trading View, which is somewhere where I'm just going to do this, and then I'll be right back in there. And I go into Trading View. I log my trades, so I can look at my stats. I can see where I was at. You know, obviously when you trade a lot, you start getting used to your mental state and you really revisit it as you go into your trades for the day. So you get to know yourself really well, and how you react on certain things and all that good stuff. So this is what this looks like when you start logging your trades. I take that file, this one, I copy it and I just paste it right in here, and then I upload it. So really at that point, you know, you can refresh, and this is we only want to go on CME because there's simulated trades that I did before I started trading live, and booyah, there we go. So now we have our report view. Let's only filter the trades for, you see all this big losses. This is why you don't want to trade live before you actually know what you're doing, because that's $20,000 and it was fake money. So thank goodness I traded in the sim. I had an incredible school that I trained with, and it's all good. So I did that, and here is my current account that I'm trading in. Filter that out. And this is what it looks like after you learned how to do it and to build a strategy. And then obviously being disciplined, knowing your emotional state, being psychologically strong enough to take the trades and let them play out. And at that point, it's really just all up to your metrics to play out. So let me see some. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I just wanted to see if that thing works. It's working. So awesome stuff. Let me just go in here and I will upload these stats real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. I just need to do the tags on all the new trades I just imported here. So it's interesting. I usually do this stuff behind the scenes before I come on to do a recap. So now I'm on the spot. Well, that's weird. It's showing peg. Let's do it until today. Do it from here. Oh, it doesn't look like it loaded. It didn't upload. I'm sure it did. Well, in that case, let's just do it again. So I'll just upload that again. Upload. Cool. And that should be good. That's interesting. Here we are. Okay. Weird that I didn't get that. So cool dashboard. Let's do the journal view again. Cool. It's CME. Nice. Okay. So sorry about that. That was the awkward pause. But anyway, let's start with the ones where I started. So here's the $10 loss. You can see there. There was 1,000 shares in circulation on that. So 500 in, 500 out, and I just left it alone. And then I will just add my tags. This is for my CME account, and that is all good. So here, this is how I do it. I log every single trade, and I would go into this account. I would actually go back in there, and then I would split the trades, because once you import the trades, it doesn't know which were the trades that you were taking, and when you got in and out, it just bulks it all up. So you want to split them up so you can get your execution numbers and all that good stuff, and then it's gonna start pulling it up on the charts. And this is crazy, man. I'm trying to get to the actual thing, and it's just being ridiculous. Boo. Jeez, dude. Split them. So yeah, now this stuff will be tedious. I mean, I can just do this later, but so I'm just gonna put this off screen while I'm talking, so I don't make the most boring video ever in existence. So anyway, yeah, this is what happened here. So interesting. Now what I'm looking at is here, this is called SQQQ, and it's the inverse of the Dow. So when the Dow goes up, this goes down, which in other words, the Dow went up. But now it's coming to a level here where it's really interesting, because you can actually see how this thing is starting to turn around, but it's close to the close of the day. So yeah, I don't really want to get involved this close to the end of the day with me being up to my profit target for the day, and then you give some of your profit back. It doesn't feel good. So you got to stay disciplined and just stick it out, and just follow through and take what you can get, and then enjoy the rest of your day. It was 25 minutes of trading, and I really don't want to turn that into 2 hours and then a stressful day, and it's just not worth it. So yeah, you can see like the levels on the SQQ, and this thing, it's below all the moving averages. It's below the VWAP, below the 200 moving average. So obviously I'm not going to mess with that, and I'm done for the day. So it wouldn't make sense if I did. But just so I can log these trades while I'm talking, I will just try to multitask. Today was interesting. There's a lot of stuff that I had to deal with when I started trading and simulating this thing, because my journey started as an actor in South Africa. I moved to the States after my movie career took off, and I came to America, and I just couldn't take the oh my goodness, sorry about that. I couldn't take the whole thing too serious. It's hard for me to work in a restaurant, and it's just not something that's for me. And I really appreciate people who have the charisma and all the the wind in their sails to go for it and do it like that. But man, it doesn't work for me. So I drop people's food and they get angry at me. So I just decided to get another skill. So I started out in sales, and in selling you learn a lot about yourself as well. It's literally like trading, and you learn how to break your time up, and how to find your emotions, and to know where you're at with yourself. And that way you can actually be way more productive with the time that you have, and you become very time conscious. So that's really been a blessing, because it taught me how to treat myself while I'm going through the learning curve of trading. And really what I've learned was that you can get really hard on yourself really quick, because it's not easy. It's really not easy. If it was, everyone would be in it. And yeah, you just get to know who you are as a trader. You find your voice, and that's pretty much what I did. I stayed persistent, and I studied for 3 years. I humbled myself, and I had days in the simulator where I would have a $15,000 day, but it simulated money, and then I had to get in my car and go knock doors and sell alarm systems to people. So that was it was actually fun. I really enjoyed it, because in South Africa I really hustled, and I like the hustle. So it was different, because I'm an actor, and I was doing acting full time in South Africa. So here all of a sudden I had to do sales, and I can't do acting. So it was hard. But I told myself, one day I will get to work from home and produce movies, because I'll just have the funds to actually afford to fund it myself, and then I can just work in my own films. So that's a nice little dream there that I just kept in the back of my mind. And yeah, I just believe that if I can gain a skill on that, like with something, if something happens where I can gain that skill, that would be great. So it happened with trading, and yeah, I've been working through this whole shutdown. I've just been at home working with my trading company, and health company, health organization I'm involved with, and it's good, so that was pretty cool, that I could do all that stuff. But anyway, so little sidetrack there. I'm feeding in these trades because I'm trying to get my stats up for the day, and I'll put it back up so that you can see that I'm actually doing it. If you have any questions, feel free to put them, down below here or somewhere on the side, and I'd be happy to answer them. I will also take this video and just make some cuts, and we're gonna upload this to YouTube. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions here. This page is still pretty new, so it's not really, at this point I see there's like one viewer. That's probably, you're in the gold mine, my friend. There's 7 billion people who's not sitting here right now watching this, and you always ask yourself, when will I be the one to get a shot? Well, today. So let's go here and check this out. I'm just gonna do the last part of this. And it's kind of weird, because I never do this stuff live, but I thought, man, my day's been so crazy. I've been on the phone all day. I've been it's been crazy, so I just said, well, let me just do this live and just get it all out. I don't want to do it on the video later, and then I've got guests coming over, so I just want to get it over with. All right, cool. So yeah, that's it. Split it up. You'll see the last two trades was kind of pathetic. I could have just as well left them alone and not have traded it, but it's all good. We did, and it's fine. So cool stuff. And now we go back to reports view. Okay, so here we are in the reports view. This is the graph of the last 15 or so trading days, so business days. We don't trade on the weekends, so Saturday and Sunday the markets are closed. And this is actually over a matter of how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So in 8 days, $891. It's usually like, when I see that and I think about it, that it's 8 days, remember, it's 100 shares, right? So it's 100 shares and 200 shares max. The usual share size is 2,000, 1,000 to 2,000. So that would be $9,000 in 8 days. But like I said earlier, there's an emotional compass, and since this is a small account where I only had 500 bucks, it's the ego. It's like the ego dip when you blow up a $500 account, because then you were wrong. You were wrong, so you lost the money, and I didn't want to have to deal with that. So what I did, I said I'm going to trade it as if it's the beginning of my career. I'm just going to focus on the stats. Take 10 cents, take 25 cents, risk 10 cents to make 25 cents. And if it moves more, scale out. So that's what I did. And really, at the end of the day, if you take this, I'm just going to do this little calculation here. I don't even know if it's going to be correct, but let's see. I might have forgotten how to do this. So I started the account with, let's start it with 510. I'm not going to go back to the day when I lost the money, because that wouldn't be fair. But 510 bucks, and so 510 plus the growth, which is 891. Let's just make it 890. It's $1,400. So, you know, that's pretty much what the account is at now. And then let's minus, you know, 350 for commissions. So it's 1,050. Okay. So had this platform not had any commissions, that would have been really cool. Like almost what, 200% growth. But let's take it like this. Let's just say 1,050. So how does it go? It's 1,050 minus 510. How does it go, man? It's so hard. It's like it's the most simple equation. Let's see. It should be something super stupid, like taking the smallest amount. Is it 510 minus 1,050 times 100? No, that's not how you do it. So
Okay.
wait, no. Darn it, I give up. Okay, so anyway, there's growth, there's profit. I'll take it. If I go into the stats here, you can see again. Let's just go into the overview, the detailed stats. Man, my accuracy actually went down. So I'm only correct 60% of the time. Over 68 trades on this account. The total gains and losses, the gains are 891. Average daily gains and losses 111. So the biggest gain was 151. The biggest loss was 127. So that's improved. And then this is pretty much the big part where you see what your profit and loss is. So the average winner is about $36. The average loser is about 22 bucks. So if I do this, it's about it's not quite 2 to 1, but it's getting closer to that. It was at 1.5 to 1 this morning. So I traded less, I decreased my share size, and I just focused on the real-time stop outs and places where I would add in the trade. Sorry, I had to cough. So average hold time 9 minutes. Average hold time on a losing trade is 6 minutes. Now it says 9 minutes here because there's halts, and what happens when it halts, a stock halts when it goes up 10% within 5 minutes, I believe it is, but it halts and they pause the trading for 5 minutes. So I've been in a couple halts here. daily, I try to jump into those frequently, with caution, and then that'll increase the whole time. So the losing trades, that's usually when I do like bigger bigger type um, index, kind of like QQQs or the SPY. I would like hold for 6 minutes or so, and that's pretty much what that is. If you look at the close here, there's this interesting thing forming here. Every day around this time it starts doing this. On the S, you can see like it's really just, it's respecting this level, and you can really almost, it's probably not the best way to do it, but you can see that'll be your risk. Obviously, if it goes past this level, you don't want to trade that. But yeah, really what you can look at is if it breaks this level, it's showing that it might go up. And then, like I said, you see 60% of the time I'm right, 40% of the time I'm wrong. So given that I've met my daily profit target, and I've stuck to all my rules today, I'm not going to do this, take this trade, but within the last 15 minutes here, usually there's like this really crazy thing that happens on the inverse of it, that will actually give you a good opportunity to get into this long. Now, I don't advise anyone to buy or sell stock. If you haven't been in since the morning, you're obviously not warmed up, and it would be stupid. So I can't advise anyone to buy or sell stocks here. This disclaimer it stands. This is purely for educational purposes. But yeah, it's obviously weak. So the QQQ is strong, the Dow, and we'll see what it does here at the end of the day when the market closes. But this is interesting because it actually the last 5 to 10 minutes of the day is usually like a really big time revealing moment. It's like this thing crosses the 9, you can literally get like a 3-to-1 profit loss on this. And I mean, all it takes is 1305 is the point to say long 100 shares, and you sell at 1330. And check this, watch this now. Once it breaks through this level, it's a pivotal point, because if it breaks through that, you're going to see it go. At least from my experience, that's what I've noticed with these ones. So boom, long 100 shares, and now you have to stop out. You have to stop out at 1297. Really, the better way to do it would be if this thing really crosses, because this thing crosses here, it's showing strength. Now let's see what it does, because it double topped on the Q twice. And then there's people with like $30,000 accounts. They can take 300 shares of this, 400 or 500 shares of that, and you get a 20-cent resolution on 500 shares. That's a lot of donuts. So, and there it is. It's showing that it's doing something toward the direction, and now you can see the S is picking up in buying here on the volume chart. And had I been long 100 shares here, I'd be nervous, because it's not moving quick. But there we go. The Q is selling off. So that's really what's happening over there right now. But yeah, so it's been a good day. I hope this recap was valuable. And yeah, I hope you guys stay zen, stay safe, and just keep trading the good stocks, and don't get married to any of them, because they don't care about your feelings. So enjoy this time we're in right now, and if you're out there trading, just stay in the right mind, stay in the zone, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Yeah.